What is going on, guys? The S&P 500 is under the 50-day moving average for the first time during this bull market since trading above it on May 1st, guys. In this video, I'm going to explain how I plan to trade this market and how you can plan to trade this market too. Without further ado, let's get started. Day 2, the S&P 500 is in a downtrend. What are we going to do? How are we going to find breakout setups? This is exactly how I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to find outlier stocks that are correlated with the S&P 500, but on certain days they're acting different, and that's when we're going to be trading the breakouts. All right, also scale out heavier. All right, we're not always going to get, like, sometimes we'll take a trade inside of the bullish market, guys, and we'll leave runners, and our runners the next day are up like 1,000%. Our option contracts, it was absolutely crazy. But now we're going to be scaling out heavier and leaving less of our profit as runners. Instead of 20% of our profit when we're fully scaled out as runners, we're only going to leave 5% of our profit, because there's really no chance of holding runners inside of this market. And then long until proven wrong. All right, let's start with step 1. All right, so as you guys can see here, this is what we're going to be seeing: a lot of downtrends inside of pre-market. Okay, and then at the same time, we got SPY making the same downtrend. Okay, so what am I looking for in the stock? I'm looking for in the stock to break out of this downtrend, of course. Also, what I'm looking for is for this stock to be making green candles while simultaneously the S&P 500 is making red candles. So a bunch of bullish momentum, guys. This is exactly what I want to see. I want to see the S&P 500 consolidating and then this stock going up. Okay, or this stock, like the S&P 500 will be going down and then it makes like a little move up to the upside, and then at the same time this stock is like holding on, and then when the S&P 500 does that little move, we see the stock boom up like crazy. Okay, there's just so much bullish momentum on this stock, and that's the stock I want to be trading breakouts with. That's exactly what happened with this setup right here, guys. We have the stock with so much bullish momentum. All right, we go to SPY, guys. Look at the 5-minute candle. That's exactly what we saw. We saw this green candle right here. Okay, that's the third 5-minute candle. And then the third 5-minute candle here just boom, broke us out like crazy bullish momentum. And here's how you do it, guys. Right as that 5-minute candle closes above, enter into the position, put our stop loss below the low of day, and we can target like a crazy trade, guys, because the daily bias is almost guaranteed going to be bullish because of all of the bullish momentum. Okay, it's like telling you something. It's telling you something, and that's how you find your daily bias. All right, so find outlier stocks. And also, a way you can find outlier stocks, not just on your lower time frames, but on higher time frames. As you guys can see here, look how S&P is going down, and let's look at a stock like Apple, for example. We're holding on inside of this range. Like we're just not passing it, guys. Now, when the S&P 500 finally does make a nice green candle, we could see this explode. It's really that simple. And yeah, this is a setup I'm looking to get into this week, guys. Huge range right here. Looks absolutely insane. We took Apple another time over here, guys, and we broke out of this range. Absolute crazy trade, around 90%. But yeah, setups are forming like crazy. If we have S&P cooperate with us just a little bit, we will see some crazy breakout trades. It's that simple. All right, so scale out heavier. What do I mean by this? For example, let's say we took this trade right here, guys. As you guys can see here, we have a range inside a pre-market psychological level, and then we go hold that as support, and then we go bounce off of it with bullish momentum. We're entering into the trade after this 5-minute candle closes with the bounce. As you guys can see here, bounce up, right, just like that. And what are we going to be targeting? All right, so we're going to be trying to scale out quicker. So probably right here, like just with this candle right here, we're buying 0 day to expiration. They're probably already up like 20%. We're going to sell half of our contracts there. Up here, they're probably up 40%. And then right here, as we get to this line, because this is a psychological resistance level, we're going to be almost fully scaled out of our position, probably 90% of our contracts sold. And then as you guys can see here later on, they do go over like 100% later in the day. And you just leave runners just for that scenario, guys. You leave runners. But it was high probability that we're going to fake out. As you guys can see here, we started holding this level, started consolidating on that level. Okay, it was like 50-50. We could have faked out, or we could have kept on going higher. But S&P 500 was cooperating on this day, and that's why we went higher. But that's exactly why you leave runners. All right, but we're going to be scaling out of our positions more heavily because we're in a bear market. Unless the S&P 500 starts switching up, we start seeing crazy green days, then I will be letting off the gas and letting my runners run. Now, long until proven wrong, guys. Long until proven wrong. We are going to be taking call breakout setups until we are proven wrong, guys. It's that simple. What we're going to be looking for is the outlier stocks, of course. But if there are no outlier stocks, then we're going to be looking for puts, guys. I haven't traded puts in probably like a month now, or maybe it's been a while, because we've just been so bullish lately. There's so many clean setups on higher time frames that I'm always taking calls for our breakout setups, but we might be taking some puts, so be ready for that. If you guys are inside of my Discord and you're following on with my trades, then yeah, be ready to take some puts, guys, because the puts are going to be forming. All right, and it's literally the same thing, guys. If on higher time frames we have the S&P 500 holding on, and you see this stock going down inside of pre-market, okay, we're looking for puts. We're looking to break out of a psychological level, for example. And when we break out of that psychological level, it's almost guaranteed that we're going to see a pop. And when that pop happens, we're entering in and we're scaling out of our position. Boom, take profit, too easy. So yeah, that was a short little video on how I am going to trade if this market is going to keep on being bearish. So I gave you my 3 rules and I set my boundaries, and that's it. If you guys want to join my Discord, the link's going to be inside of the bio. My free alerts, I post my trades for free. They have a 60-second delay. And if you guys want my alerts with no delay, you can join the 7-day free trial completely for free, risk-free. And yeah, I will see you inside, guys. We've been absolutely on fire. This week we had no losing trades. We just had a bunch of small gains, ranging from 20% gain all the way to 90% all week, and that's really good, guys. The average S&P 500 return year after year is 10%. So profiting 20% on a trade and scaling out 90% of your contracts, leaving runners, like, you're growing your portfolio like crazy. Like, that is really good, and we've just been absolutely on fire lately. I think we're on a 30 out of 34 win streak. That's almost over an 88% win rate in the past month. So yeah, if you guys want to trade with me live, you are already using my pre-market range breakout strategy. Just go ahead and join that link inside the bio. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comments, and if you have any video ideas for me, put them in the comments, and I'll probably make a video about it. And yeah, I'll see you guys inside the Discord. Peace, 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 peace.